refusal to engage in the investor-state dispute resolution process for the TPP.
Leave is sought to table that document. Is there any objection? There is no objection. Question number 5, Simon O'Connor.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question's to the Minister for Tertiary Education, Skills and Employment and asks, what progress has the government made to improve the viability of the student loan scheme?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, the government is making very good progress. The latest student loan scheme annual report shows the overall cost of lending has fallen by 17.5% over the last 3 years. The cost has fallen from 47 cents per dollar in 2009 to 39 cents in the dollar in 2012, and the report projects it to drop to 37 cents in the dollar next year. That is a significant improvement, but one we are working to improve further. The government remains committed to interest-free student loans, but it is important the scheme is affordable long-term for students and for taxpayers and sustainable for the country.
Simon O'Connor.
Supplementary question, Mr Speaker. What progress is the government making to get students debt-free faster?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, I'm happy to report an 11% increase in student loan repayments in 2011-12 to $767 million, which is up from $691 million in 2010-11. Further, the median repayment time for those who left study in 2008 is 6.7 years, which compares to 7.4 years for those who left study in 2003. For 2008 leavers who remain in New Zealand, the median repayment time is down to 5.5 years. Through inland revenue, we're also targeting overseas-based borrowers who aren't meeting their repayment obligations. To date, we have gained back just under $20 million through the latest campaign, which accounts for $12 for every dollar spent on the project. Those gains have freed up money for reinvesting in quality tertiary education provision and enabling the government to improve our overall fiscal position.
Simon O'Connor.
Supplementary question, Mr Speaker. How is the government ensuring students are in the best position to repay their loans?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Speaker, as part of our changes to tighten the student loan scheme, the government has moved to ensure student loans are used effectively by people to obtain qualifications that enable them to earn enough to pay their loan back and contribute to this country. This has coincided with a continuing uptrend in performance. Course completion rates have risen from 77% in 2009 to 82% last year, while qualification completion rates over the same period have increased from 62 to 71%. It shows the tertiary sector is responding well to our signals to focus on performance and deliver better value for taxpayers' money.
Grant Robertson.
In light of that answer, what does he say to the 55-year-old woman who came to my electorate office having lost her job, wanting to retrain, but is unable to do so because him and his government have taken away the eligibility for people aged over 55 to borrow the living cost of their loan? Or doesn't he think she's got a contribution to make to New Zealand's economy?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Well, Mr Speaker, actually that person over the age of 55 can continue to borrow from the student loan scheme for their course fees, that's correct, and not for their living costs, that's correct. And Mr Speaker, of course, somebody who has lost their job and is unable to get a job is able to qualify for welfare support, and that is, but they can do student borrowing through the student loan scheme for their fees.
Question number 6, Jacinda Ardern.
Mr Speaker, my question to the Minister of Social Development and asks, how many times